After defeating the Perfect Storm 6-0, Devon Larratt would emerge as an internationally recognized arm wrestler and the new #1 right hand in the world. He would get called on to defend that title at Arm Wars The Gathering, an 8-man best-of-7 super match featuring the greatest North American athletes of the time. These matches would showcase not only Devon's strength, but also the evolution of his stylistic thinking. It's also where Devon would reach his strongest inside form. His first opponent there would be the Leviathan Richard Lapkes, a 140-kilo monster of an arm wrestler who already had 30 years of experience at the time and who relied on his raw, unmatched power. With that, let's see how the match went. A quick outside slip and they go to the straps. In the straps, Richard drives with a top roll, but Devon immediately manages to set the match in the hook. Richard's arm slides down Devon's. Larratt's incredible side pressure stops the match in the center, slowly but surely wearing down Lapkes' arm, eventually overpowering the Leviathan. In the second round, Devon repeats the strategy, forcing Lapkes inside and driving with authority for another win. By the third round, with Lapkes fatigued, Devon shifts outside, combining back pressure, rise and pronation to dominate the hand and win with a top roll. In the remaining rounds, Devon was completely in control, winning 6-0 and advancing to the second round. Now here I could go on talking about the unbelievableness of this performance, but I think it's best to hear it from Richard himself.
The muscularity not able to assist him today.
Thank you. Never felt anything like that before.
In the second round of the tournament, Devon would be facing Tim Bresnan, another American legend who is known for great endurance as well as a tricky, hard-to-overcome arm wrestling style, similar to a King's move. With that, let's see how Devon squares up to Bresnan. In the first round, Devon initially attempts an outside strategy, but quickly realizes he needs to switch inside. His pronator would fail in the top row. At first he manages to get it into the hook, but then he starts getting into trouble as his wrist starts cracking. He bails out, slips under and gets a running foul in the process. And we go to the straps. In the straps, the hook gets set.
That match, and it's another incredible hit from the American. He's opened the champion of the world. Larratt is shaking with intensity as he tries to contain the drive of Bresnan.
However, still Tim manages to overpower Devon with a vicious drive, taking the first round. In round 2, Devon re-establishes the hook, with better wrist engagement this time, and when the match transitions to endurance, he proves second to none, leveling the score 1-1.
Find a hole. Has he found the hole of Bresnan? And is he about to bury him in it? There's the pin!
Over the next rounds, Devon always manages to contain Bresnan's hits and forces it inside. Eventually, he overpowers him with side pressure and ultimately cruises to victory again, winning 5-1 and advancing to the final.
Larratt drives to the side, he's bled out the big dog.
In the finals, he'd square up against Hollywood Don Underwood. In the previous rounds, Don Underwood smashed through Shikanai, then through Travis Bagent, and was coming in hot to the final. The final was a grueling and notoriously dirty match, with multiple flash pins, but also elbow fouls from Underwood. Only in the last round did Devon manage to stop the hits. He stopped it inside and then dragged Underwood out of his position. Despite Devon's arms being really exhausted from previous matches, he still eked out the win and retained his super heavyweight world title.
Win!
Just a day after, Devon Larratt would have a super match against Travis Bagent, the then left arm #1. In the first rounds, Devon initially tried going outside, but realizing the hand battle was unwinnable against Travis, he transitioned inside and engaged his shoulder. Once Devon set his power, he became virtually unbeatable, becoming the #1 on the left as well as the right arm in the world. In all of these matches we can see how Devon Larratt thinks. His primary move always being the hook, utilizing his otherworldly side pressure, but occasionally working on a top roll as the second layer to his game. A stark contrast to his future career.